Breaking news out of France this morning, where mass labor protests are underway on this May Day. More than 1 million people expected to take to the streets in that country, where the demonstrations are being fueled by continued unrest. These are live pictures right now, a lot of smoke in the air. So the situation developing there, they're upset about raising the retirement age from 62 to 64. Again, France is expected to be one of the biggest protests today, but we're also seeing demonstrations around the world today to mark May Day. And NBC News chief foreign correspondent Richard Engel joins us live on the streets of Paris this morning. We're seeing things burning behind you. Richard, fill us in.
So we are in central Paris, not far from Place de la République, and demonstrators, it's hard to know how many, but it looks like more than 100,000, perhaps many more than that, have come out onto the streets. And this is all about pension reforms. This is about changing the retirement age from 62 to 64. About 2 weeks ago, a new law was passed. People here say the new law was forced through by President Emmanuel Macron. It was approved by a court here, the equivalent of the Supreme Court. So now it is law. But this new pension reform here, the new retirement age, 64 years old, has yet to be implemented. So people across the country are coming out. They're trying to bring this country to a standstill because they do not want this law to be implemented. So they are out on the streets, but not just that. They are having strikes. They have not been collecting the garbage. Air traffic controllers are on strike, which has disrupted flights at many airports. Also, some overflights over this country have been disrupted. So even flights that are not departing from French airports have had to be canceled because the air traffic controllers, or not all of them anyway, are at their jobs. And what people here say, it is not just about the 2 extra years that they will have to work. They say it is more about French culture, that the traditional work-life balance that has become enshrined in French society here is at risk, is being chipped away, and that is why they are out on the streets. Although 64 is still low, even in Europe, and considerably lower than the United States, which is 67. And it is not just actions like these that they are taking, where they're out on the streets, they're blocking traffic. Obviously, there have been some smashed windows along the routes. There have been some incidents where police have been firing tear gas. They also plan to keep this up until the fall or beyond the fall, because this law is expected to be implemented in the fall. And President Macron is due to make an announcement in July about the exact date when the new law will come into effect. But they also are planning to cut off the electricity. The main union here that controls the power wants to cut off electricity to the French Open, to the Cannes Film Festival, which is in 2 weeks, and they want to block construction at the Olympic sites. Not all of them are complete yet before the 2024 Summer Games. Anna?
Richard, we're hearing a popping noise behind you. Do you know what that is?
Yes, these are generally flash grenades, so more like a big firework. They're not dangerous. They attract a lot of attention. That's what they're trying to do here. People have been banging pots, exploding fireworks, exploding these loud flashbang grenades in order to call attention to this movement. And it is not just here, it's not just today. When President Macron has gone to events, he is often now followed by people making noise, banging pots and pans, trying to drown him out. And President Macron has been offering some concessions, slowly kind of rolling them out in an effort to stop this movement, in order to try and get people to go along with the program. So far, it has not been working. And what the government says, the reason it is changing the retirement law, adding 2 more years, is it says it simply cannot afford it because the population is getting older, so more people require social services, more people are drawing on the pension system, and they are simply not having as many children as they used to when these social reforms were set up after World War II.